adventures. I'm kicking it today with Rich from 4x4 Explorer. He was kicking around my end of town, and we thought, oh, we'll go for a bit of a blast. So we're in Macetown again. Summertime, last end of summer, so the water's low, the crosses are cruising, the cruisy crosses, and all in all it's pretty sweet, so it should be pretty awesome. We've dropped tire pressures and hit the tracks. Yeah, excited.
Gonna have a great day.
Wintertime. The river was high flow, it was cold, I had a beanie on, it was a weird time for all of us. This time it's summer, the flow is nice and even, it's nice and low, you can bring a stock truck through here basically. And so we just kind of cruise the high road today.
Pipes, are they a relic of the gold mining area, or do they serve a purpose now?
Nah, these pipes was it was put in the 70s. It was an irrigation scheme, like for example, the Arrowtown's water supply is from the river here, Queenstown's from the lake, but there was nowhere for the farmers in the middle there to have irrigation water. So they built a pipeline, and it's basically gravity fed. It's hydraulically built. There's no maintenance, no servicing. It's just they built it and left it, and it's done its job since. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I feel like if we built it today, it'd be all solar powered and it would need to be serviced every 3 weeks.
Yeah, you can't fight gravity.
Nah, back in the day, these gold miners, and back in the 70s, the engineering was engineering. Nowadays, it's all robotics and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. So which way is the water going here? Is it going up the valley or down the valley?
No, so further up there's actually a dam or a bit of a reservoir that water all feeds into with an overflow unit, and that's where it feeds in this pipeline, and it flows all the way down through this valley here for about 4 kilometers, and then maybe another 3 or 4 kilometers over hills and into the central plateau.
Fantastic.
Yeah, quite phenomenal really. There used to be a plaque and everything up there, you could read about the history, but I feel like someone stole that.
Yeah, probably.
Standard stuff, yeah. The Macetown road is sort of carved into the hillside along here was the gold miners had a struggle getting to the town. Way up the top of the hill up there is the big hill track, but of course through winter time it ends up being covered in snow and ice, and the horses have a hard time, the carts have a hard time, the people have a hard time. So they dug out and cut the Macetown track, which flows along the base of the river and up onto the hillside here, And this meant that they could have access to Macetown all year round and do heaps and heaps of gold mining, pull out lots of gold. Even across from us here, we're up on top of Britannia Hill at the moment. Across from us here is Britannia Terrace, and over there's plenty of tailings. They actually had a cart system from the base of the river, hundreds of meters below us. Check this. A cart system that would then actually bring all these spare rocks, these tailings, to the top of the hill just to get them out of the river, to get them out of the way, because they were useless. They held no gold. Gold mining books say that if you're actually a keen and avid gold miner, tailings are a good place to start, because they would overlook a lot of the gold that today we think is worth value. In those days it wasn't. But we're up on top of the hill here, trucks looking gorgeous in the sunshine behind me. Epic day out. Blackberries are kind of tiny, but they are delicious. Nom, nom, nom. There's plums further up. I hope we can find some of them too. I think there's even apples here. I know, gold miners introduced a lot. Gotta stay hydrated, lads and ladettes, ladies. Is lads just like the guy version of ladies? Like guys is the guy version of girls? GGLL? Or is that just way too much thinking? So off to the left hand side here you got a about sort of 11 o'clock out there. You can make out a bit of a corrugated iron roof. That is what's known as Opium Bob's house. Now Opium Bob was a European man who would spend his days on the hills here smoking opium, as you probably guessed. He'd go down the bottom to the river, gold mine all day long, go back to the Chinese village, buy some opium, and then spend a week high on the hill. Yeah, quite literally. Not a bad life. Up until the point, of course, where he ultimately took a tumble and fell the hundreds of meters down into the gully, and that was his life.
What sort of time period was that?
Sort of gold mining, gold rush here, so we'll be looking at probably 1870.
Okay. I was surprised how many people actually drowned up here.
Oh yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like Europeans, Chinese, Americans, Australians, none of them really understood how New Zealand's rivers work. Like we've got huge branches of river systems heading up into these valleys, kilometres of catchment really.
Yeah, that's right. So like whenever you're going up into the Canterbury High Country, you know, it might not be raining where you are, but if it's raining up in the hills, it's going to come out soon.
Yeah, flash floods were, well, they still are notorious around these everywhere in New Zealand really, kind of crazy stuff. up onto that top road again. We skipped out that low road. Just taking a cruisy day, but it's just pretty cruisy the whole way. You blast past it really like a quarter of the time it takes. Up on the high road now, we're making our way further beyond into Macetown. All in all pretty gorgeous. The water is stunning today. The whole area is just stunning today. The little creek crossings, perfect. It is no wonder this is one of the must-do four-wheel drive tracks in New Zealand. This is the second time I've done Macetown now. Hopefully it's a little bit different to the first one. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying it. I do plan to come back here again a third time for another video, but this is planning to be in the middle of winter. I want to come back here when it's snow and ice and cold, and probably camp. I'm really hoping to camp tonight in that temperature, where Macetown I should say can get down to negative 20 degrees Celsius I'm told. So a bit interested to go try the extremes kind of thing and show you guys that although Macetown is portrayed as this lovely track, it's also this hardcore four-wheel drive trip depending on the seasons. At the moment though, perfect weather, perfect conditions, the kind of place you want to bring a family, bring the kids out, camp out of the Macetown township, perfect spot. Heading our way out towards Anderson's Battery. We're coming across that little rock step again. Doesn't look too bad, but the Prado behind might catch a lip or something. The little Jeep annihilates it. Hashtag Jeep line. One little bang. Finished up having lunch. It's 6 o'clock now. 6 o'clock? 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock now, and we're making our way back towards town. Make our way out again. It's been an awesome day up here wheeling, chatting away, driving away, filming away. It's has been awesome just to get the Jeep back out again. So time to head on home and plan the next adventure. Speaking of planning an adventure, good way, 4x4 Explorer. They got 800 tracks, you can all log in, GPS coordinates, throw them straight up onto your iPad or your on your phone with NZ Topo Maps, and be right as rain for planning your next excursion away. I know that's where I'll be going. Awesome guys, so all aired up again now. We're back on road pressures at the road end outside the Chinese settlement village. It's a cute little place, go explore it. But this is it for another episode. It's Macetown again. It's an awesome track, definitely. I'm going to say #1 in New Zealand. Some people say no, but you know, we'll figure that out. But from here it's back into town for a beer. Yeah.
Awesome, thanks Jono for absolutely brilliant day out.
No worries man, it's yeah, like we're all here to just enjoy it. It's bloody sweet.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Cheers Steve.
No worries at all.
See ya.
Of course guys, if you want to check out Rich's website, 4x4 Explorer, you get access to all the tracks.
Yep.
Well, we've done today, we've
yep.
muddled around yesterday, and about almost 800 tracks throughout the South Island, and a sweet planning operation. Of course, like the video, thumbs up it, comment it, subscribe it, share it. You know the deal, you watch YouTube all the time. Sweet.
Get out there doing it.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Awesome guys. We'll catch you in town for a beer. Sweet.